Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters, my friends. Uh, now we live in a media area. Okay, media war. What do we do in this media? This news anchor readers or any kind of this film setting, like Hollywood. 1, 2, 3, cut. Cut. Okay, so I'm starting this. So communication is very important. So I did post about this. Was it about this nation state idea? Okay, nation state idea. Iranitism. The word buzzword. Very uh very buzzword. It's, so nation state about having some kind of ethnic togetherness as a majority. I don't know how we. Sometimes it's very hard to differentiate. So you have people like in the Somalia who got in war in 1970 something. So the Somalians, well, I'm just giving one of the examples. So the Somalians want to create a greater Somalia. Okay, so they waged a war against Ethiopia so that they can add all the Somalians together. From the Ogaden Somalians in the proper Somalia and create that greater. So this nation state is all about trying to create a bigger state because you claim some of the people you clans are in the other border. It could be from past colonization or something like that. So this idea about this Iranitism started in Italy. Okay, it was on the news a long time ago during this Yugoslavia war and everything. So it's surfacing now to Eritrean case, So I think it's to do with we as Eritreans. I think we're trying to say we, the Tigrinya, Popo, have half of our clans in Ethiopia, Tigray, and half of us in Eritrea. Okay? So I don't know how this is going to work. So this is just in line to the past Tigray idea because I don't know how it's gonna fare in the future. So this has been tried with the Somalians. So we say, hey, it's the Italian colonization that has divided us apart. So we need our old brothers in Tigray to merge with us. But the funny thing is, they are still in their land. Nobody has taken them away from us. They're still. We can meet them if we want to. We can call them, bringing them to our houses. I mean, this is really very smart. So it's giving away a power for them to come to our place and take over all our farming, agricultural area, our sea, everything. It's like this. It's like this passport for them. Come, my old brothers, and take everything that I own because you are my old brothers. The Italians, they just block you away from us. So come now, take it and kill me. It's a suicide. And also, this idea, the main proponent of this idea about this nation state is Tesfatsyan Berhe, okay, Agazian. Because I don't think he has read the document properly. For him, it's really big buzzword. Because it's really kind of fashionable, very trendy. Nation state, But I don't think he has understood. I don't think he has digested the whole idea. So this is an Italian idea that they had in the 1800s somewhere, and it's not only in Italy. A lot of other nations have tried it. Okay, so we would why we still got our border. It's a virtual border. It doesn't mean they run away from us forever, and we miss them so much. They are still there if we want them. They are around the Tekeze River. If you want to go to Magale, Aksum, Shire, Adwa, you just come go and have fun, But they don't have to come and take all your agricultural farm, you see, and everything, or you economical means, They go their own stuff and we go our own stuff, but we still brothers and sisters, isn't it? We speak Tigrinya, Amharic, whatever it is. But we miss them and they miss us. But we don't wanna go there and they don't wanna come and take everything, okay? It's very smart, isn't it? I think it's all about creating this psychological war in people's minds. Like you always make them nervous so that they can live forever on fear, trepidation, nervousness, man, on uncertainty. That's the whole idea. That's the whole intention. Okay, it doesn't mean like all these people like Tesfatsi but I don't think he is going to be very happy of all the Tigrayan people because they speak the same language like us. I don't think he's going to be happy if they all of them come to Hazaga and Tzadzaga and take everything of what the people who are now in Hazaga and Tzadzaga, everything in Eritrea, they drive them out and they take over. I don't think he's going to be happy, but the whole intention is just to create that nervousness, fear, uncertainty. That's the whole idea. So this irredentism, so I put all the whole information, so that other people don't get confused what it's all about. It's not a new invention, it's been something that has been tried. You go countries like Germany, Yugoslavia, Italy, Switzerland, So in UK, it's everywhere. It's not a new thing in the world. It's not like this magic trick kind of eureka moment. You just suddenly you wake up from your bed and some really nice inspiration come into your mind in your dreams. Oh my goodness! You just put all the notes and you jot it down on your paper. It's not like that. Okay? It's just for people who go to school, maybe they get so much excited and they get bored. Who died? The whole nation is there, but that's the only problem we got. It's not that. Anyway, because now we live in a media world. Okay, communication is a very, very important thing. You try to relay information, you communicate to the world. Okay, we live in a media data hungry society. Okay, now, so we are living in half human being and half machine automata system. So communication means it's a life and death, my friend, because one word is saying now is distributed to the whole world within 1 second. That's what makes it very, very, it's exciting at the same time. It's very scary because the little error you make, your error is gonna be reverberating in the whole globe. Okay, that's the power of technology, communication, mass media. Okay, it's not like you go to any tabloid newspapers or any magazines hey, I got this idea, please can you just publish this thing, and so when you sell that information, you make a lot of money. It's not that now everyone is equipped and powerful because if you speak very well, communicate very well, and if you got an idea, my friend, you are super rich, a media person. That's the power. But the negative side of it, when you create an idea that creates war in other places, and that can cause fire, wildfire. Okay, that's the downside of it. And now, especially the whole world is becoming like an automata, a programmed automata, human beings. Because only people just live in the cloud world, my friend, in social media. You don't see them running on the street. You don't see them having good interaction with people like that. So all the old values of human life, my friend. We in Africa, my friend, we party 24 hours, my friend, in the sunshine and the beautiful weather, showing off all our body, my friend, trying to impress the woman and the woman trying to impress us, you just under the skies of all these popcorn stars, my friend, all this galaxy, popcorn, when I say popcorn, all the stars, you see them like popcorns, okay? So you keep dancing, my friend, all these shooting stars, they become like you nightclub lights, my friend, all these shooting stars, the galaxy, they brighten, they illuminate your life when you're doing your dancing. Africa, that's the power of Africa. Africa is, my friend. We don't have a penny, okay? But we're happy, no money in the pocket, but everything is just freely available there, my friend. Everyone playing the drums, the music, all the hugs. That's the power, my friend, okay? And you got so much multi-million dollars in your pocket, and you don't have no happiness. I wouldn't call that power, my friend, okay? So having that 1 penny or 1 dime in your pocket, then you spend your night 24 hours dancing, my friend. tear it up, darling. It's not physical, it's stereo. You know what it is, okay? So, that's raga. But we Africans, my friend, the East Africans, our side of music is really amazing. This is English, okay? So we party 24 hours in the tropical, lovely weather, my friend. Just we don't know nothing except happiness. That's power, that's superpower, okay? And in the West, people are in the highest echelon, I don't know how to say that word, of power, money, influence. They're not happy. That means they don't have power. So they call this in the Western economic system, they call it Kali, quality adjusted life, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure the right abbreviation, okay? So it's called school health economics, okay? So how do you measure happiness? How do you measure power? Well, the power, the money that you accumulate, my friend, when you're multi-billion, if it's going to get you everything that you want, that we call happiness, quality of life, that is what's meant to be, you know? So that is the life purpose of humanity that you accumulate all these years. That's called happiness. Quality adjusted life. You always live happily, party, dancing, my friend, in the countryside, in the town, in the big cities, party after party. Always you just bright face, the sunshine, my friend. You just when you wake up from your little village or your city and town, my friend, you see that bright man, everyone smiling and laughing with the bright shiny teeth. Our electronics teeth are, my friend, it's the shyness. We don't use all these teeth washers and everything, okay? That's called happiness, quality of life. That's power. That is what life is. What life, the way we say in the West, that project, that item is fit for purpose. Okay? So this amount of money that you own in your pocket, in your bank, should be a fit for purpose for quality life. Okay? So if you were meant to be dying because of cancer and every kind of comorbidity attached to any illness, okay? If it's going to make you 100 years life age on earth and with quality life, good mobility, my friend, always running rather than using all this machinery, that means it's a fit for purpose. Your life is fit for purpose, okay? You don't have a penny, but you are always happy, bright, shiny. You don't have all this sad problem. This sad is abbreviation. Seasonal affective disorder, they call it SAD, okay? Is when you have winters in the cold weather in the northern hemisphere, dark clouds, very scary. People have got really frowning faces as if as if you just did them any bad things. That's a disease, okay? So we don't have it in Africa. We are always happy. Now, my friend, we don't even, the idea of about nation state, the idea of about having a nation has completely blurred away because the whole world is connected with the internet, okay? Right now, I'm talking from here in the UK. People are listening to me within 1 second from Eritrea, from Addis Ababa, from every part of the Arab world, from the whole world, okay? So that nation state idea is blurring away completely, okay? So the idea that we had 2,000 years ago, having a brilliant nation like Israel or like Europe, has completely shattered and faded away. All the religious wars, the fanaticism, everything. So now the world technology has made the whole world a democracy. Okay, everyone has got access to information. Everyone has got access to everything that they need from their village. So the world has made us closer together. Okay, so now every Europeans can understand me, every Americans, every Chinese, Indians, the whole, South Asia, Africans, everyone can understand me. You and me. So we are close together. So we live, that's what we call it, like, global village. So that national friction of fighting nation state, all that kind of doctrine, my friend, okay, a reason for friction, a reason for fighting, all this irredentism, all that kind of stuff, it's completely gone, my friend. This is like, an ancient idea. If you tell this to your kids, my friend, they're gonna laugh at you like crazy. So these are people who are stuck in the past century. They don't even understand what the idea is holding together. I mean, what the idea is holding, what it meant. Some people, they just depressed. They're not having good sleep. Maybe they are angry with some people, and they have really grudge and resentment burning in their hearts. All in a sudden, they just read from a textbook called Nation State. Israel did this, okay, because Israel are only one clan. Okay, all of them are Jewish. Only one people, my friend. So the nation has to be a majority rule. The rest of the other people living there, they should be subservient. And someone comes maybe from anywhere. So this mentality of ideas is completely just gone, my friend. Like, I'm not trying to be negative against them, but it's a positive. Like, when you try to implement an idea, innovation or creativity, it has to be for the common good for all of you, as a kind of like, aggregated common good for all of us, like, to just spring up and pop forward, for positivity, prosperity, for development of our nation, we as a clans as well. But if you're trying to disadvantage other people so that you can feel good one, that means, like, you're using for distraction, and it goes against you. And especially, like, that's what's in better, having all this idea, like, hey, we the people are gonna be, like, at good advantage. Number one, my friend, even if, forget that buzzword called nation state, even if you are tiny, okay, now to make it so in the whole global, okay, of market, selling itself, you're gonna find it very hard, let alone thinking about nation state, you being, especially like this fats and bread, being that tiny person, my friend. I'm talking about individual business, like, before you kind of like, adventure in such kind of like really divisive and fragmentary ideas for the future, you focus on yourself, my friend, okay? So if you're gonna present yourself to some super global multinational companies, having the stature, the intellectual base, and your way of ideas, you having that tiny person, you're not gonna even stand a chance competing with other people, like, so, like, when you're doing some stuff that is going to be very fragmentary, kind of like contention of point that is going to cause a fire, I think, like, you just have to think twice, okay? This idea has been creating a havoc on our Eritrean, our neighbors, like Tigray, Amhara, Oromo, and everything, like, because it's really scary, because you're creating fire in the whole area. So we got so many envious, very jealous neighbors from other nations. Too far. This is a hole, my friend. This is a weakness. So they manipulate that weakness and they create a whole fire. You cannot fix it, my friend, because you're creating a fire by yourself for your own destruction. So in human nature, especially we Eritreans and East Africans, we are extremely very volatile community, because little fire destroys the whole area, and we have to be very cautious, very, very, very cautious, because once that fire is started, it's impossible, very hard to put it down, to extinguish the fire. So I think we have to be refrained and such kind of undertaking that is going to cause more problems, like, and I think that was what I wanted to say. And obviously social media, our promoting our service and our lives, and our values, our being our service professionally, our personal qualities, our kids' future, everything, like, so the internet is democracy, my friend. We couldn't find the best philosophers, no Plato, no Aristotle, no Socrates whatsoever, my friend. technology has made Hollywood democracy. Yeah? It's not like it is in the ancient printing press. Like, you just work so hard to publish a book and promoting to every publisher. It's not that, man. Now you publish 1 minute, score, Marvin, you're successful all in a sudden. But you have to be very cautious. That's gonna be the cause, the reason for you downfall. So that's what I want to say. Guys, you have a lovely time. Okay. So party time. That's African, my friend. Okay. So this idea about people like talking about so much about green. What's it? Greenland in the top up north. Like my I don't know the significance and the usage of it, like, because we Africans, my friend, we are very happy, like, tropical equatorial area, always partying and happy. I think we have to focus on all this happiness about our lives rather than just always this wars after wars, like, this Ukraine, Russia, this Green Island, this Israel, Palestine, this it's not our war, my friend. It's nothing to do with us, like, we're having a brilliant time enjoying music. Okay, you have a lovely time, my friends. Okay, bye.